Hello everyone. In today, I would like to talk about cricket, especially the T20 World Cup. Recently, there have been some exciting and intense matches, including the game between India and Pakistan. Cricket is not just a sport for us, it is something that brings families together and create unforgettable. Cricket is just not a sport for us, it is something that brings families together and creates unforgettable emotional moments. So, I want to share my thoughts and feelings about this tournament and why it means so much to me. So, before delaying, let's go to the discussion. Hi. So, I think it's been a while I start to having a conversation with you. So, in this today's discussion, I would like to talk about sport, especially about the cricket, because these days the T20 World Cup is ongoing and our country also playing for that. And yesterday there was a match between our country and Pakistan. So that was a very huge news and a huge moment for the both of countries. So I would like to talk about cricket in today's discussion.
That sounds exciting. Cricket always brings strong emotions, especially during a World Cup. Corrected version. I think it has been a while since I started having a conversation with you. In today's discussion, I would like to talk about sport, especially cricket, because the T20 World Cup is ongoing these days. Our country is also playing in it, and yesterday there was a match between our country and Pakistan. It was a huge moment for both countries. So I would like to talk about cricket today. Feedback. It's been a while I start. Use present perfect. It has been a while since I started. Sport, usually sport in general talk. Both countries. Sentence structure improved or smoother flow. Now let's continue naturally. A Sri Lanka versus Pakistan match in a T20 World Cup is always intense. The rivalry, the pressure, the crowd, everything feels bigger. Tell me, how did you feel while watching the match? Were you confident, nervous, or emotionally stressed during the key moment?
Yeah, but actually, the match was happened between India and Pakistan yesterday, and you know, there was some misunderstanding that both countries. So as a result, I think there was, I mean, either party didn't agree to playing where the match is exactly supposed to be happen, and as a result, after discussion between the ICC board members and the country representatives, I think both parties will agree to play it in Sri Lanka. So as a result, even though match was supposed to be held at India, the especially several matches conducted in Sri Lanka as well. So that was the one part at the about the World Cup, because this time normally matches happen between only you know conducted in a one country, but due to this misunderstanding, I think they have decided to play several matches in Sri Lanka and the other matches played in India. So anyway, it is good that every country is participating for the T20 World Cup. Normally, T20 is considering as a small World Cup, the I mean, there are several World Cups when it comes to cricket, especially the T20 World Cup, Test World Cup, and the 50 over World Cup. I think this 50 over World Cup is the one that considered to be the major one, as far as I know. And T20 is considered to be a little bit of a small World Cup.
Corrected version. Actually, the match happened between India and Pakistan yesterday. There was some misunderstanding between the two countries about where the matches were supposed to be held. As a result, after discussions between the ICC board members and the country representative, both parties agreed to play some matches in Sri Lanka. Even though some matches were supposed to be held in India, several were conducted in Sri Lanka as well. Usually, World Cup matches are hosted by one country, but due to this issue, they decided to split the matches between India and Sri Lanka. Anyway, it is good that every country is participating in the T20 World Cup. Normally, T20 is considered a shorter format of the World Cup. In cricket, there are different major tournaments: the T20 World Cup, the Test Championship, and the 50 Over World Cup. As far as I know, the 50 Over World Cup is considered the biggest one, while T20 is seen as shorter and more fast paced. Feedback was happened, just happened, both of countries, the two countries. Use passive form correctly. Were supposed to be held, considering as, considered. Clearer sentence separation makes your ideas stronger. You explained the formats quite well. Yes, the 50 Over World Cup is often seen as the most prestigious, like the classic version of cricket glory. But T20 is extremely popular because it is fast, exciting, and unpredictable. Which format do you personally enjoy more? T20, 50 over, or Test cricket?
When it comes to me, actually, I quite enjoy this T20 and 50 over World Cup because a test match are quite a very long. I mean, they are played a very long period of time. So sometimes it is a little bit hard to watch, by sitting on that and continuously watching the match. But anyway, if there is some kind of an interesting match, I definitely watch. But I prefer this shorter format, T20 and the 50 over matches to watch. And when it comes to yesterday match, I need to tell there was a huge crowd participated from both of the countries. Even though I wasn't able to fly over to Sri Lanka and watch the match, I was able to stay at my home and comfortably watch the match with my family. And that was a quite a good feeling because everyone of our family sat down in the living area and staring at the TV and start to watch the match. While my mother was cooking sometimes, and we also had these snacks that prepared by her, and she also came to watch the match. And me and my father and my sister all are sat in front of the match and start to enjoying it. And that was a very quite an intense moment because and that kind of a event that where our country is playing and everybody is kind of cheering for them and enjoying that moment, and that was a very different feeling, even though this is not the final one, it was a really special for us as because our national is playing, and that was a good feeling about the match. Anyway, we our country won the match easily, I think. Not easily as well, because the Pakistan team also gave us a good match in return. But I think certain times in the beginning they were had some, setbacks, like their first wickets. Their first batting was not succeed as much as I expected, because our team was able to get the first few wickets quite easily. not easily, but I'm not sure whether it is easily or by accident. But anyway, since the first wickets actually got in quickly, I think the team was quite a bit confused and unable to perform as they were expected.
Corrected version. When it comes to me, I really enjoy T20 and 50 over matches. Test matches are very long, and sometimes it is hard to sit and watch continuously for many hours. But if the match is interesting, I definitely watch it. Still, I prefer the shorter formats like T20 and 50 over cricket. Regarding yesterday's match, there was a huge crowd from both countries. Even though I couldn't go to the stadium, I watched it comfortably at home with my family. It felt really special because all of us sat together in the living room and watched the match. My mother was cooking at times, and she prepared snacks for us. Then she also came and joined us. My father, my sister, and I were sitting in front of the TV, enjoying every moment. It was a calm but intense atmosphere. When our national team plays, it creates a different kind of emotion. Even though it wasn't the final, it still felt special. Our country won the match, but it wasn't very easy. Pakistan gave a good fight. In the beginning, they had some setback. Their top order batting wasn't as strong as expected because our team took a few early wickets. Those early wickets probably created pressure and confusion in their team. Feedback. T50 over workout, 50 over matches. Participated from both countries, a huge crowd from both countries. Everyone of our family, everyone in our family. Start to watch, started watching. Try shorter sentences to make your story clearer. I really like how you described watching the match with your family. That feeling, sitting together, snack, tension, cheering, that's what makes sports beautiful. It's not just about winning, it's about connection. During those early wickets, did you feel confident that your team would win? Or were you still nervous inside?
Uh, Honestly, I got kind of nervous as well because sport is a very unpredictable situation and it is full of them. Because I remember certain situations that were happen in a previous T20 World Cup. Especially, I don't remember exact that team that played. As far as I remember, it is Zimbabwe and some other country. At the final over, the team had to play around 20 runs, and they remaining around four balls to for that to get that 20. And the wicket also gotten. I think at that time they already had uh, 8 wickets or 9 wickets, and the last player, the one who played, and for that last four balls, the player actually hit four sixes. So that was a really interesting situation because I think no one has actually predict that they will be able to get that 20 runs by that four balls, by hitting these four sixes. So that was a really unpredictable situation because at that moment, that player actually hit sixes for the all the balls that you know given by other party. So that was a really interesting scenario where the sport is so unpredictable and the situation can be changed in a flip of a time like this. I just think I just sounded correctly. So that is why I think it is really intensifying that for us to watch the match, you know, because we will not know what will happen.
Corrected version. Honestly, I was kind of nervous as well because cricket is very unpredictable. I remember a situation from a previous T20 World Cup. I don't clearly remember the exact team. I think Zimbabwe was one of them. In the final over, the team needed around 20 runs from 4 balls. They had already lost 8 or 9 wickets, so it looked almost impossible. But the last batsman hit 4 sixes in 4 balls and won the match. No one expected that they could score 20 runs in just 4 balls. It was such an unpredictable and exciting moment. That's why cricket feels so intense. The situation can change in a second. You never really know what will happen next. Feedback, esport, cricket. Their wicket was also gotten. They had already lost wicket. Remaining around 4 balls to get that 20, needed 20 runs from 4 balls. In a flick of a time, in a second, or in a moment, you explained the emotion very well. That sudden turnaround, from almost losing to suddenly winning, is what makes T20 so thrilling.
As we come to the end of our episode, I need to tell you this. The T20 World Cup reminds me why I love cricket. It is unpredictable, emotional, and full of surprises. Watching the match with my family made it even more special. No matter the result, this moment of excitement, tension, and togetherness are what makes cricket truly meaningful to me. I am really looking forward to upcoming matches and hoping for a more unforgettable moment. So I think in your life as well, there might be these special sports situations that where would you like to enjoy with your family. So my advice is go for it because it is not always about who's the one who winning and who's the one who losing. It is not matter at all. It is all about how you connect with your people, especially your families and friends, and enjoy the match. And that is what make the sport is more meaningful to us. Not the we are playing it or not doing it, not we are winning or losing. It is this feeling that we having. Thank you.